Today, the council gave assent to our sixth balanced budget that is focused on and a result of the priorities that the citizens set out for all of us. And today the council passed the amendments to that budget. This budget doubles down on our commitment to public safety and to make sure that we take care of the things, as I said, that the residents told us were important to them: job creation, housing, infrastructure, recreation, streets, and most importantly, public safety. This is the 6th year in a row that we together have passed a balanced budget, just to be juxtaposed from Washington, D.C., that is in gridlock, and the state, again, suffering under a $500 million budget deficit. These budgets, from our perspective, are a roadmap to the future. In 5 short years, by working closely together, both the mayor and the city council, we've gone from a massive budget deficit in this city to a surplus. And on top of that, we're delivering better services. But I have to tell you, this didn't happen by accident. In partnership with the city council, we recognize that we have come a very, very long way, but we have a lot more to do. But our approach has been very simple and very focused. We have cut government where we needed to, where there was waste, fraud, or inefficiency. We have made the tough choices to reorganize the government to make it more efficient. But then we took the savings from that and invested it in things that mattered to the people of the city, and as a consequence, our economy began to grow at a very fast pace. And you know what? It's working. It's working in a very big way. We just had our bond rating improved for the city of New Orleans, which is a great mark of approval from the folks that watch these things, which means that we're going to be able to obtain lower interest rates and save our residents money. This budget focuses on the citizens' priority, which is public safety, on creating jobs, on fixing the streets, on creating job opportunities for our young men, and making sure that we have affordable housing for our residents. Public safety is our #1 priority. We've increased since 2010 NOPD's budget by $31 million. This year's budget includes 15% pay raises for our police officers. It has funding for more than 150 more police officers, and it has funding for aggressive recruitment so that we can hire more police. It also has money for job creation. NOLA Business Alliance, his job is to attract retail and to grow other businesses. Our Network for Economic Opportunity is available to create pathways for prosperity for all of the individuals in this city that are not working but that we know can. It also funds for the first time a disparity study so that we can continue to improve our disadvantaged business program. It includes more money for our kids. We have more than tripled the funding for NORD since 2010. This year, we saw the opening of the Sanchez Center, the Rosenwald Center, state-of-the-art first-class facilities for our children so that we can invest in them early in their lives. It includes $15.5 million to develop affordable housing units, provide housing loans and grants along with rental assistance for our residents. It invests $150 million in streets, with another $150 million that will be available if the millage passes in April. It also includes $61 million for the sheriff to operate a constitutional jail, which doubles the funding that the city and the city council have made in the operations of the jail since 2010. Today, in partnership with the city council, and I thank you all for your tremendous cooperation, and at many of the council members' requests, the council passed amendments today that add $1 million to 911 so that they can have more call takers, giving them pay raises and funds for the consolidation so that we can improve dispatch and response times. A great addition to the budget. Also added $250,000 for the public defender to increase that funding by $400,000 from last year's to stave off the furloughs and to help with the criminal justice system. $138,000 to the coroner so that he can better process autopsies and improve the criminal justice system. $100,000 to municipal court for a mental health counselor, which is so much needed in our community. $100,000 to the Children, Youth, and Families Planning Board would help coordinate services for our kids. And we will do another fiscally responsible thing, and I want to really thank the council also for pushing this forward aggressively. We will spend $1 million this year so that we can borrow additional funds to pay down some of the city judgments that have been just laying in wait for many, many, many years. And I just think this is a very smart step that follows in the pathway of fixing structural problems like the firefighters' pension fund